Hey, welcome to the Create a Life That Is Beautiful podcast. I'm your host, Leticia Ringe, and this is the space to be for high vibe people looking to create a beautiful life and business. Let's do this. Welcome back to the podcast, my beautiful friends. I am Leticia Ringe, your host, and as always, it is my true pleasure and delight to be here with you all today. I hope wherever you're tuning into from that you're having a wonderful day. I'm super excited today, as always, when I sit down to record these podcast episodes for you all, because today we're going to talk about a topic that I've really wanted to talk about for a long time. The topic of today's episode is Save the Day Marketing. And what I mean by that, this episode is about that thought that so many of us have that goes something like this. If I just get the perfect marketing strategy, maybe it's funnels, Facebook ads, sales pages, growing a community, if I just land on the perfect marketing strategy, then I will create a financially sustainable, financially successful, thriving business that allows me to serve the clients that I'm here to serve. Now, thankfully, because along my own business journey, I have not had a huge community and I have not found results from traditional marketing strategies, I learned that it's not about the marketing strategy, it's about our energy, our mindset, and making sure we're focusing on the things that are actually going to have the most impact. So, what actually happens for all of us when it comes to big communities and more sophisticated marketing strategies is they are helpful once we have a validated offer, which is an offer that is selling. I class it as an offer that's bringing in at least $10,000 or more, right? So that's one offer bringing in $10,000 or more. If you don't have an offer that's bringing in $10,000 or more in a year, so if you're starting your business, you may not have any offer. If you have been in business for less than 12 months, then we're looking at what you've brought in through a single offer since you've started your business. And if you've been in business for longer than 12 months, you're looking at, in the past 12 months, what have each of my offers brought in? If your offers have not brought in $10,000 or more, that's not a validated offer, right? It's not one that you can bank on using to scale and create a financially sustainable business. Now, so many of you have told me through the survey that we just did together, which was so incredibly awesome. 88% of the people who filled out that survey told me that in the past 12 months, they have not created more than $10,000 in their business. So what this tells me is the number one thing that my community needs support with right now is learning how we actually go about validating an offer. Now, what that survey also showed me was what people think is the problem. And what the answers that I got were, I need more leads, I need a bigger community, I need marketing strategies like Facebook ads and funnels. And what I can tell you is that these things are not going to be what creates a validated offer for you. Unfortunately, but actually it's quite fortunately, because it means you don't need to waste your time trying to learn all of these things, which is actually one of the reasons many of you also tell me you don't want a business. You say, I don't want to do all those traditional marketing things. I don't want all the strategies. I don't want all the masculine approaches to running a business. And that's usually what gets sort of coupled up with that are things like Facebook ads and emails and websites and all of these more technical things. Now, I always want to say and remind you all that it's never these things that are a problem. It's the way we use them. So that's why today the topic is about save the day marketing. Our mind tells us if we can just find the perfect strategy from the perfect expert and just implement that exactly as the expert says, then we will have an offer that sells. Then we will have a successful business. But what we're not looking at is we need an offer that sells. Yeah, we need to work out what that is. And what our mind does is it uses the results we have from our offers and it presents them to us and says, this is why you shouldn't be a coach, or this is why you shouldn't be a business owner or a healer, or insert whatever your business is. And so we don't realize that actually every single business owner, every single coach goes through a process of validating their offer, testing an offer, tweaking an offer before they have a validated offer, which remember is an offer that's bringing in $10,000 or more in one single offer. And so if we're not allowing ourselves to go through that process of testing and tweaking because we're equating our self-worth with our offer, so we're saying, oh my gosh, look, there is something wrong with me. I'm not good enough. I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't working. Because we're focused on the wrong thing, then we end up, that's why we decide to quit in business, or that's why we keep throwing spaghetti at the wall, and that's why we try all of these different marketing strategies, but we don't see the results. It's because we are focusing on the wrong things. We're focusing on growth, where what we need to focus on is validation. And this is something that I've learned through working with so many of you now, whether it's been through Create Your Beautiful Biz, through one-to-one, through my Mistress Mind, through all the different ways I connect with people, maybe through the Life Lead community in our Moving Forward course. What I'm hearing from people is that they don't know how to validate their offer. But what they think they need to do is just land on this perfect marketing strategy. Now, what happens when we take this save the day marketing approach is that we then invest in things, and that could be financially or through our time and energy, which to me is way more valuable than money. And so we invest in all of these growth strategies, but we don't have something that's validated as being something that our customers and our clients want. So what we do is we kind of pour gas on a fire that isn't actually one that our community wants. And that's how we end up wasting our time and energy. So what I mean by this is, let's say you decide that I've got an offer and I want to sell it, but you don't know yet whether it's an offer that actually is something that your community wants, right? And my test for that is it bringing in $10,000 or more? So you have an offer that is not bringing in $10,000 or more, and then you say, okay, I'm going to go and add gas to this fire, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to create a really great funnel. I'm going to spend a lot of time thinking about it. Maybe I'll even go and buy a course around building funnels from a funnels expert. And so I'm going to invest all of this time and energy into creating the best funnel. But we actually don't know what our community wants. We don't even know if they want this offer. So then what we do is we create this amazing opt-in, we create this amazing sales sequence, and then there's still crickets. And so what happens then is that your mind then says, look, you're not good at this, you can't do it. But it's just that you focused on the wrong piece of the puzzle, which isn't something to beat yourself up for. It's just, hey, maybe what I'm trying isn't actually what I need to try. So this also happens with so many of you come to me and say, Leticia, I'm having trouble building my community. I'm putting all this content out there, but it's not growing. I'm not getting very many likes. I'm not getting very many comments. My community's not growing. But what you're not looking at is it's not about how many people are in your community. It's about is your community buying what you're selling? And if they're not, then why, right? So it's because we're focusing on growth rather than validation. Now, I love my story as a business owner because one of the things that I managed to do by not having a big community is prove to everybody in my community, all of you listening to this right now, that you can create a successful six-figure business without having a big community. When I hit six figures in my business, I had just over, 1,000 people on Instagram. I can't remember, but like 500 people on my email list. That's it, maybe less. I can't remember, but it was not big relatively to what we think six-figure business owners have. I had a few hundred people in my, actually maybe even less than that, in my holistic business community, in my Facebook group, but I still managed to create a six-figure business. And so that's beautiful because that showed me that what I was focusing on was right. And I know that I can see where everything changed for me because what I began focusing my attention on something different, right? Which have freed me from the, oh my gosh, my community is not growing at the rate I want it to. And it also led me to actually starting to create financial results that made me feel really proud, the ones that I wanted. So I learned, I don't need to learn how to have an amazing Instagram profile that's got tens of thousands of people on it. I actually need to learn how to validate my offer and sell it. And so that's a beautiful thing. Now, here's another example. If you go out and you do Facebook ads, now, as a general rule of thumb, you want to be spending anywhere between $500 to $1,000 on Facebook ads. And that's usually quoted in USD. So it's whatever it converts to in your local currency. And it may be slightly different because different markets mean the sort of average rate is different. Now, so you go out there and you think, okay, all I'm going to do is buy to have these followers come into my community. They don't know me. They've never been familiar with my work. I'm going to go out. I'm going to put an ad out to them and I'm going to put $500 to $1,000 behind it. And then what happens is you might get some followers. It depends what your strategy is behind the Facebook ads that you use. But a lot of people, when they're using save the day marketing tactics, they go out, they promote an offer to people who are cold, which means they're completely unfamiliar with you and your work. You spend all of this money to try and generate new leads and convert them into your current offer. But what you don't realize is that the journey that someone goes on with you requires some nurturing, right? In between that space of them meeting you for the first time and them signing up for an offer. So first things first is you're focusing on the wrong people to bring into your offer. And then the second thing is you're selling them something and putting money behind it when you don't actually know whether that's something that your community wants. So rather than doing that, the way that you use Facebook ads would be different. And in my opinion, you don't need to use Facebook ads until you've got a six-figure business, right? Until you've got money that you don't mind spending to grow, because it's actually like a long-term strategy for your business that doesn't yield immediate results. Sometimes it does, but that's not the main purpose of Facebook ads. So we go out there, we try to make something grow quickly that we don't even know if our people want, right? And then we're so committed and fixated to the offer as it currently is that we decide, I'm not going to let this go because if I let this go because I'm equating it with my self-worth, this means that I'm crap and I've failed and now I need to give up on my business. This is literally what most of your minds are telling you. It's what all of our minds are telling us, is we've got the same mind, right? So we set ourselves up to fail. And that's why so many of you are in this vicious cycle where you feel like you're doing so much and it's just because you're not focusing on the right things that are going to have the best result for you right now. So I highly recommend that everyone does check out my online business Kickstarter if you haven't already. You can go and access the 4 trainings I have there at leticiaringe.com/Kickstarter. And secondly, I want to invite everybody here, if you have not yet signed up for our Holistic Business Month, which starts tomorrow, It's going for a whole month. I'm sharing the 5 pillars of my holistic business framework. You're going to learn about being you in business, using your inner voice to guide your business, creating a holistic strategy for your business that is uniquely designed for you, how to cultivate a CEO mindset that creates confidence and self-trust, and finally, how to create a sustainable foundation through your business using my cyclical business method. On top of that, 13 of my clients are giving incredible workshops that will help take care of you and also help give you more inspiration for building your business. So go and check this out at leticiaringe.com/holistic business month. Save your seat, join us, join the community, join the momentum, and start to focus on the things that matter most as you build your business. Outside of all of this, please stop trying to chase the wrong things. Stop looking for Facebook ads, marketing strategies, the perfect piece of copy, the perfect sales sequence. Stop looking at how to have an amazing big Instagram community and instead start focusing your attention on validating your offer, creating an offer that is actually going to sell. Once you do that, once you've got an offer that's got $10,000 or more that it's generating, then what you know is, hey, I can expand this. Now I can start adding fuel to the fire. And now I can use that to create consistent, 4 to 5K months, right? And then I can use it to create consistent 10K months, which will create my 6-figure business. But what so many of you are doing is you want to have the 6-figure business. You don't want to take the steps to lead you to the 6-figure business. And our mind also has this other thinking, which is like, well, I'll only invest in my business once I see that it's validated and once I'm earning money. But that's not true because you're not coming from a place of trust and belief in your business, support for yourself as a business owner who doesn't know how to validate an offer yet. And you're not getting yourself the support you need so that you can actually validate the offer and move forward. So first of all, this episode isn't here to shame you in any way. Please don't feel bad that you don't know what to do. You shouldn't know what to do. You've not done it before. But how you figure out how to do it is by getting support to help you validate that offer. So I want you all to know that I'm working on something for you all that's going to really focus on this piece of the business journey. It's something that's going to be shared with you soon. I'm just finalizing all of the details to make sure it is exactly what you've asked me for in our survey. I'll be sharing the details first of all to everyone who signed up to my email list. You're going to have the opportunity to get involved with the creation of this program from the ground up. So you'll help me with the content I'm creating, and you're going to have an opportunity to join with some really special bonuses that I'll only be offering people who join the program right from the ground up, who join me first. So if you're listening to this right now and you're feeling like, okay, I can understand now why trying to grow my community and make it a big community and focusing on these marketing strategies versus actually validating my offer. If you really understand that, then make sure that you're getting my newsletter and then look out for when I share more details about this. So everybody, you don't need all of these sophisticated marketing strategies to create a financially sustainable and thriving business. You can let all of that go, and instead we can start focusing on what matters most, which is how to validate your offer. All right, beautiful people, that's it for me today. I'm so excited to get started with Holistic Business Month with you all. I'm excited for lots of beautiful opportunities for connection this month. I'm excited to learn more about your businesses. And as a little life update from me to you, I am recording this episode from Sydney. I'm currently thinking about where do I want to go next. I am feeling the itch to move again, but I don't yet have the clarity on where I'm going to go. So for now, it feels right to be here in Sydney. I am enjoying it.
I also want to go on a trip, but I just don't know where to go yet. Anyone else feel that way right now? So I'm staying where I am in the meantime, and I look forward to receiving that clarity at the perfect time. And that's really it from me. All right, beautiful people, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you over in the Holistic Business community for our amazing Holistic Business Month. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, if you're ready to create your very own purpose-driven business too, I invite you to check out my online program, Create Your Beautiful Biz. You'll learn how to create a business that allows you to make your difference and thrive. Just head over to www.leticiaringe.com/CYBB. Let's make creating a business beautiful. I'll see you there.